What's going on? It is Tuesday. We are live. We are live. We are live. How y'all doing?
Hey.
How y'all? It's Tuesday, y'all. It's 10 days into the new year.
Already.
Just so y'all know, I am live on my IG, my personal page. So if y'all are over here on my IG page, y'all need to come over to YouTube so that y'all can join the conversation. We got some good topics today. We want to hear what y'all got to say. We got some controversial topics. So come over to YouTube, the Breaking Barriers podcast, or you can go on Facebook, watch us. We're live right now on both platforms, or you can just listen to me. You can hear them through the screen, but you can't see my co-host. So y'all come check us out. How has y'all week been going?
It's been a pretty good week so far.
Okay.
Hey man, I've been sore. Sleepless, sore. Well, first I start with the sore. So, I done stepped my workouts up, a little bit. It's different when you maintaining and then when you getting back into it going hard. I'm like, oh, my legs sore. I got my little massager. I had to hit it. Boy, I be stiff. And then of course still no sleep. Team no sleep over here. You sleep when you
That
die,
baby
I
still
guess.
not
'Cause,
sleeping?
man, that boy ain't sleeping. Debbie be like, I'm praying that he sleep. I'm like, I'm not. It's over with. He just gonna do what he want to do. It
I'm
is
trying
what
to
it is.
tell y'all. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. Y'all thought I was joking when I said my son didn't sleep till he was 3.
Well, that's why we ain't having no more kids.
Don't do him like that.
Yep. He thank you. Birth control. We ain't having no more kids. It's over with. Nope.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Wow. Well, I don't know.
Sleep
Poor
like a
baby.
newborn.
Mm, Ooh,
Be waking
child.
up 4 and 5 times a night and stuff. Man, get out of here with that.
Mm-mm. Ain't
It's
no
over
way.
with. Exactly. Ain't no way I'm doing it again. It's
Do he
over with.
sleep during the day?
No. He don't. He just don't sleep. So I guess it would be like, oh, it would give some type of hope if he took like a lot of naps or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, he'll take like one nice nap. Now, mind you, he only one. He 13 months. Typically,
Right.
I know, he take like 2 or 3 naps. No, he takes one nap. Um, that's typically it.
Ooh, child.
Yeah, it's over with.
Mm-mm.
So you can't even get a break during the day from him. At night, look, it's over with. It's
He
over
want to
with.
know everything that's going on. He trying to see everything.
Man, look,
They ain't getting nothing past me. I want to know
I'm
everything.
at this point, I'm just ready for him to age where I can be like, go to bed.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Cause
Well,
I'm over it.
mm,
I'm done.
child. Well, we got a lot to talk about today. We are going to start with introducing the panel so that people know who the co-hosts are of the Breaking Barriers podcast if they have never tuned in before, or if they go back and watch it later. Make sure if y'all are watching on YouTube that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so that you know when we're live. Please like the videos and comment on the videos. We are trying to get our followers, our subscribers up on all of our platforms. So help us out, okay? We've been here for a while. We're just trying to figure out how to get this thing going. So, and also before, because sometimes we wait to the end of the show, I'm gonna say at the beginning and the end from now on. If you want to join us as a co-host, a guest on our show to talk about anything, we love controversy. We love non-politically correct people. So come on, grab you a drink. We'll send you the link. Come on here and talk with us and just shoot the shit. We like to talk and get some of this information out to the people. So I will start by introducing my friend, the Sleepless in DC, not in Seattle, Sleepless in DC, Mr. Adrian Taylor, aka
Mr. GC.
aka.
I just don't know what to do.
Oh my God, this guy. And then I will start by introducing our girl. Listen, her internet has been showing some love. You hear me? Ain't showed out yet. Clap it up for the internet. Listen, Drena internet been showing some love. Shout out to Drena, aka
Dreen.
AKA.
Hey, up there, it's the 10th day of the year. Down here, it's Mardi Gras season already.
Oh, it is Mardi Gras season.
Yes,
It
already
is Mardi
started.
Gras. Uh-oh. Hey, where my beads at?
Right. And then we have our hostess with the mostest, the lovely as always, Miss Dee Dee, Miss AKA,
The core queen.
AKA.
Instagram finally got their foot off my neck. I'm almost at 100,000 followers.
Okay.
Drena, do women still show their breasts for beads?
I never really thought that was a thing, Adrian. Like I thought it wasn't a black thing. And then I had a friend that went to Mardi Gras and he showed me footage of all the women that did on Bourbon Street. And I was like, I didn't know we was out there doing that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure they showing more than that nowadays, probably.
Thank you, boo. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
You ain't got to go to Bourbon Street now to get no beads. Just go on IG.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, baby. It's for the free.
I'm just saying, but I just remember that was definitely a big thing. People showing their biddies all the time just for some beads. I'm like,
biddies for beads.
Biddies for beads.
The most
You
creative.
put that on a shirt.
The most creative tactic I saw on Bourbon Street, it was Mardi Gras was rolled up into All-Star season, and it was being held in New Orleans. So there was a tall black guy, and he had like these other guys following him around, and they had the suits on with glasses and like earpieces, acting like like he was an NBA player or something, being escorted around by them. Like the women were like flocking to them. It was crazy.
How easily influenced and manipulated women can be.
Yeah. Okay.
All righty then.
Well,
we're going to get into our trending topics of the week. So, did y'all watch that debacle last night? The college football national championship game.
I watched a good amount of it. It was crazy.
Exhibition.
Yeah.
Exhibition game. Yeah, that was. I watched it, so I knew it was gonna be a slacking. I just didn't know it was gonna be 65-7. No, actually, because I thought it was gonna be 42-14. Somewhere in there. I knew it wasn't gonna be close, but I did not know even the third string was gonna be scoring touchdowns too. So I mean, they literally took their team out at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and they still, you would have thought that the first string was still out there because they kept scoring. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I know everybody want to expand the playoffs to like 12 teams, but I mean, I like to see it, but there's levels, and this right here ain't. Yeah, I mean, it just showed that there is levels to this. That was horrible.
It shows every year. Every time they try to put a team up against the SEC team, this is what happens. Like, there's just no comparing the talent that SEC schools recruit. It's not.
Not even close.
I think it was like the third or fourth touchdown, and the guy just walked it in, and I was like, why are we watching this? He just like walked it straight over the line. I'm like, nobody's trying to block or nothing.
Man, that was so. I was like, I'm watching. I'm about to finish watching R. Kelly shit. I ain't got time.
So that new R. Kelly thing dropped or whatever?
Yes.
So what is it? I didn't know. What is it?
I mean, I didn't know when it dropped. I just kind of heard about it.
They're pretty much going over the trial, but also like, because I guess during the trial you don't get to know who is who testifying, because everybody was under Jane Doe and John Doe. But the women who testify want people to know. No, I want you to know I was one of the people. Some of them like I didn't want nobody to know, but they found out. But it's disturbing to say the least.
I didn't know. When you said that, Diddy, I thought you were talking about Surviving R. Kelly.
It is. It's called Surviving R. Kelly: The Final Chapters.
Oh, okay. I thought
What
you were
is
about the first one.
what that come on? Lifetime or something? What
Oh,
that?
I recorded it. I think it might be Lifetime.
The first one was on Lifetime.
It
Right.
is.
That's why I would think the next one
Yeah.
would be Lifetime as well.
And this one addresses because they actually had Aaliyah in the trial too. Like she was a part of the trial. And because there was documentation and court paperwork from the first victim who filed the first complaint against him back then. And Aaliyah was one of the witnesses in the paperwork.
Mm.
The shit is
Mm.
disturbing as fuck. Like they're looking at the court documents and the transcripts that they showed, there's just it's really a lot. Like and there's just no way. Like what the media was portraying and what people are arguing has really nothing to do with what actually happened. Because most of them, other than maybe like 2 of the girls, were minors. So that really wasn't the actual argument and the issue. It was which I did not know that he was charged with the RICO.
I didn't know that.
Not me either until I watched this, because they considered what he was running an organized. It was organized crime and drug and human trafficking.
Mm.
And everybody in that ring was charged. All the men, all the people working around him, all of them got charged. I didn't know that either.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. And listen, it ain't enough counseling, rehabilitation in the world to fix the stuff he had them women doing. Not enough. So it's a lot. But you gotta watch. I ain't finished watching it yet, but good God Almighty, I ain't even gonna say only women, the men and the boys and the girls, because it was with men too. So yeah, there was a lot going on. But anyway, yeah, that's what I was watching at because that game was it was just embarrassing. But you see how they dragged the quarterback?
Talking about his age.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he older than most of the NFL quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And is he older than Jalen Hurts?
Older than Jalen, I think Herbert. Yeah, he older. He older than like 5 or 6 of them. That's in the yeah, in the league. I mean, he probably gonna make it 4th, 5th round. You know,
Yeah, we need a backup quarterback.
y'all ain't got no backup quarterback. Yeah.
Gardner Minshew.
Hey man, that boy out here throwing them picks like Dak. What you mean? You need to keep him.
Listen.
I did see that Quavo. I saw that Quavo was on the field after they won.
Was it?
Yeah, it was good to see him in good spirits. He was there.
Good.
Okay.
Ciao.
Quavo.
Hey, mama. So what y'all think about the NFL playoff picture? What's looking like to y'all? What's it looking like?
Looking like y'all number 1.
Hey.
Y'all.
Fly on. Oh, I ain't gonna say the whole song.
It looked like y'all number 1, like my team at the house.
Your squad at the house.
And I don't know about nobody else. I don't know what else was going on in between.
Listen, it's gonna be interesting this weekend because who is it? The old man Brady. You know the Cowboys ain't never beat Tom Brady.
Right. You right. They haven't.
And the Cowboys ain't won a playoff game since 1996.
Hey man, the way Dak been playing lately, it's been horrible. Like
he is trash.
Hey man, he been playing like I don't know. I ain't think he was that bad, but this year he been horrible.
His
He
team looking at him
in
like
the last 5 games.
The team looking at him like, what? Cooper, bring Cooper Rush back in.
They just got waxed by the Commanders,
Listen,
like big
string.
time. 3rd string quarterback at that, like got waxed. Wasn't even close.
I mean,
it's horrible.
Listen, it's gonna be interesting because they're
my fantasy football.
Yeah. Uh-oh, now he got Dreen the internet.
I was trying to make sure it wasn't mine.
No, it is. Adrian, you with us? Okay, he's back.
Yeah, I'm here. I ain't go
Well,
nowhere. I
your
heard
internet went
everything y'all
out.
was saying. Oh,
We
shout
couldn't
out
hear
to my
nothing you
fantasy
said. He
football
was
team.
frozen.
Shout out to my fantasy football
Oh,
team is what
You
I said.
you in the playoffs?
I won. What you talking about?
Oh,
My
you
team
won?
won. Yeah, my team won. What you talking
Okay,
about?
okay.
Show me the monies.
Oh Lord. Look. You see, look, why who was that? I forgot what team, what player it was, but they asked him because I think Detroit had got eliminated from the playoffs during the game, and they asked him something about Green Bay. They was like, well, if we got to go home, they got to go home too. So they
Hmm.
knocked them out the playoffs.
I thought Green Bay was gonna win that game for sure, but
I did too.
clearly not.
Well, that little rookie was tearing Aaron Rodgers' ass up,
Hmm.
intercepting him.
Tan him up.
Should be interesting. So last week when we came on, it was a somber moment. The whole world was at a standstill praying for Damar Hamlin. This week, we are all celebrating his miraculous recovery and just so excited and happy that he is back in Buffalo. I think he's at the medical center there, so they're treating him and getting some tests run and stuff like that before they actually send him home. But he's back, and it's like, wow, what an amazing story. Just people pulling for that young man is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
yes.
The whole NFL came together to support him, and I believe his Toy Drive Foundation pulled in about $8 million
Yeah,
in donations, and his normally his goal is to get 2,500.
right. It's crazy.
Yeah, so big ups to Damar, his family, and in the NFL. Yeah. And the Bills showed out. They showed out. So, did y'all watch The Best Man final chapters?
Mm-hmm.
I
So
watched
who
them.
so who was the villain in that movie? In that series?
Here she go.
Who
Here she go.
was the villain?
I think it all depends on how you feel, what you think. You know what I'm saying? Um, it all depends on your perspective. I think personally. Um, I don't know if either one. I mean, of course you got to choose, but I just take it all the way back to when it started. I mean, they both knew what they was getting into. He knew she was a flake before they got married. That's what she did. She was all over the place, and he was self-centered. He's always been that way. You know what I'm saying? So they both who they are, and I guess she got tired of it. Um, but they both been their same ways ever since we first saw the first movie. She was all over the place, doing a lot, and he's always been self-centered, revolved around
Mhm.
himself, trying to do whatever it was that pleased him.
Yep.
Um, so whichever side you kind of relate to more is what I say. You would probably say the other person is the villain.
What you think, Drena?
I would say he was the villain, but he, like Agent said, he was selfish from the very beginning. I don't think even in the original series he was my favorite character, even though he was the main character.
Mhm.
Um, just because, like Adrian said, he was just real self-centered, real selfish. And I guess the reason I lean more towards him being the villain is because in the end, like with the movie franchise and everything, I don't think that was what he really wanted, but it was affording him the lifestyle that he was living because he
Mhm.
wanted to be taken more seriously. Um, and she kept reminding him of that, but it was like he was like, okay, just this next thing, and
Mhm.
like was constantly putting her on the back burner. And she was a flake in the beginning, and I don't remember what age they were when the movies first came out, like what age they started at, but maybe she was finding herself. And I know she did change a lot, but I do think that the few times she asked him to like be there for her, he couldn't be there. But she was always there for him. So to me, I feel like he was the villain. Do I think she was right for taking the kid and moving to a different country? I don't know about. I don't know about that. I don't know about
I'm
that
not
part.
gonna say she was always there for him. That's the reason why your girl kept, being able to squeak in the door too, because she was always actually there for him for what he needed. You know what I'm saying? I guess she was there for him in the way she felt like he needed, but that wasn't what he needed. So I can't say she was always there for him, if that
Ah,
makes sense.
What? When was she? When was not she not there for him?
I'm saying, like, as far as what he needed, as far as what he needed to hear from her, what she needed to say to him to make him feel, you know,
I,
that he was doing the right things in that moment. This is me. Like,
I
I'm
don't.
looking,
Well,
like I said, I can't say that.
I agree to an extent, but I
Yeah.
don't think it was. I don't think it was that she wasn't there for him. I think that she was never the one he should have married. I
No,
don't.
because
They should have
yeah,
never been together.
no,
So
not
that's
at
why he
all.
always kept going back to the one that he should have went to. So that's why I always felt like she was always telling him what he needed because that's
Yeah.
the person he's supposed to be with.
Right.
So I don't think the other one was not doing something to where the other one could squeak in. I don't think the other one ever left.
And then also, I don't think he respected what she said just because of how she was. It's so much easier to respect his friend because she was a boss. She was handling her business,
Right.
so she
Because
could
that's the
kind of
kind of woman he wanted.
right. They kind of related to each other a whole lot more, right? So, yeah, I don't know.
But
That's why I say it just depends on who you really relate to, and you can really see it from that perspective. But I don't know. I look at both perspectives, and they both was wrong. Like you said, they should have never been together.
yeah,
Never.
because and the reason I think he didn't marry her, even though she was a boss, she did have those characteristics. He knows that he would have never been first place to her.
No. Right.
He would have never been that. And like with his wife, he was like the center of everything.
Uh-huh.
But if he would have been on the other side, like she wouldn't have been playing these games with him.
So I think it was hard for him to be with her in the beginning because of who she was, and he wasn't there yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But eventually he got there,
Uh-huh.
but at the time he wasn't, so it didn't make sense at the time. But then over the years, it just totally made sense. But he already
Mm-hmm.
made his choice.
Yep.
I think everybody knew that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is who should have
Yeah.
been together. I don't know why they fought it for so long or whatever.
Right. And
But I think that's
I felt like also like in that moment when they were at that house with their friends and the friends decided to use that opportunity to tell him he was self-centered. I'm like, all of this time now y'all want to have this moment when the child is involved. It
yeah,
was too many other opportunities for y'all to have called him on his shit and y'all didn't. So that's where I felt like at that moment he wasn't the villain. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
he been this way. Like this ain't the time to pull that card right now. Because she's wrong for taking his child.
Right.
I
Especially
don't know.
springing it on them in court, like they've
yeah,
already talked about, like,
Right.
this is what we're gonna do. All right, cool. I'm gonna let you have this, that, and the third. We good. And then now you spring it on them in court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And arbitration, as y'all going through the list of saying, yeah, we going to Ghana. What? Hold up, time. I only agreed to everything because
Right.
I thought you was gonna be right around the corner.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
But I don't think I think they need to make one more installment, whether it be a movie or another final series. I don't know.
Because they would have been end up together at that point.
Yeah.
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 So but what do y'all feel about the moment where she really thought that he was gonna go ahead and put the money down for the building and he didn't do it?
I think that was like one. I think that was the first time in the series where he didn't show up for her, like something she was interested in. But I really didn't like how she was like really the outside guy that was telling her about the restaurant. I was like, she doing too much right now with him. She needs to calm down.
Like,
But,
let's be clear. That was definitely a turning factor to get her to move on too.
oh
Not
yeah.
saying he was trying, but she getting that love from somebody else. It,
Mhm.
it gives you that, oh, I can get back out here and I can get somebody.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I can't. So this is another thing. Like, as far as him putting the money down on the building, like, once again, it was so sporadic. Like, it wasn't something like because her focus always changes. So I kind of get what he's saying, where it's like, yo, like, I didn't know if you were serious or not. Like, we didn't go through the proper steps. Like, I did get that because in all the movies, she's always been all over the place with everything that she did. She jumps from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And that's kind of hard to be like, all right, I'm finna drop all this money on this building for you to have for something that you might do for 2 or 3 years.
And I think she was trying to use the house as equivalent to that, like saying, well, you bought this house.
Yeah.
Yeah, this for us.
And he like, but we're here like together, like we're in it. And she was like, I don't want to be here. But that's lack of communication again. They're just not talking to each other or hearing each other at all.
Yeah. It was good though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
What y'all think about Shelby swooping in?
She is such a good actress. Like such a good actress. She was a villain too, not telling that man that was his baby.
Oh yeah.
That was a lot. That was a hot mess.
Now that right there,
yeah,
is a lot.
How are you gonna go from calling somebody uncle to daddy? Uncle daddy. That goddamn Uncle Daddy. Oh Lord.
That's another day, right? Yeah, by the way, this your daddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that'll lead into the topic of the podcast later. So there has been a video that has, I guess, resurfaced that has gone viral this week. Speaking of the infamous Gabrielle Union and what she thinks, or how she used to think, I guess, I don't know. Of how the breadwinner in the relationship or in her first marriage, she pretty much told her first husband, I'm bringing the money, I can do what I want. Me, aka I could cheat. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's craziness. I don't know. I mean, to me, that just seems like that person isn't like. It sounds like a woman that's checked out, is what it sounds like. I don't know, for her to even have that type of mindset. Because of course, if there were a man, I mean, it's kind of blown up now. But if a man would have said that, we probably still would be holding that person to this day.
But men, that's how men think now, anyway.
Yeah, but yeah.
But I mean, like you said, but you see how easy it was for her to say that, let a man say that, and it's just kind of like, oh my God, everybody ruffling feathers and everybody up in arms, like, I can't believe he said that. See, that's what we talking about. Why men ain't spit. Woo, woo, woo. She said, and it's like, yes, girl, take your power, girl. Yes, bitch, yes.
Who said yes? Who agreed with that?
I don't know.
People in the comments.
Because she even disagreed with it in the same conversation. She was like, I can't believe I thought like that.
Now, y'all know Gabrielle a man. Stop playing.
I mean, that's what she said. I'm just saying, I didn't read that in the comments, but I know a lot of people were equating it to how men are. That's how they justify polygamy. If you got enough money, then you can do this. That's how they justify rich men cheating, or because they have options. They got enough money so they can do what they want. But that's how they justify men cheating. Because if I got enough money, I can do what I want to do. So that conversation's always been the conversation when it comes to money and power and men.
I wonder how old was she when she said it.
That video didn't look that old. But I don't know when. I think she's talking about how she was in the marriage. So that was her philosophy while she was married to her first husband.
So they were married. They were married in 2001.
Oh God, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
She probably just didn't like him.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Like there was some type of disconnect for her to say that.
Women don't even our brains ain't even wired that way. It's like, because I make money, I can cheat. What?
You'd be surprised.
No, a woman that has been traumatized sexually thinks like that. Or a woman who is just, if you a hoe, you've probably been traumatized sexually. A normal functioning woman, her brain's not wired that way.
I I think that once a woman like physically like does like step out on her husband, like she's been checked out mentally for a
Yeah,
while.
for a while. That shit been over. She don't want him to touch her. Like she's been showing signs. She just there and waiting for the opportunity to go.
Hmm.
Well, it ain't ill. You be like ill. Ugh, oh, get off of me. Yuck. Don't touch
Here he
me.
come again.
Right. Feeling like Miss Celie on The Color Purple. And he climb on top of me and do his business.
Right.
Mm,
Okay, so they were married from 2001 to 2005. And I think she's 50 right now. So she was like 20 something,
yeah,
That's it.
like
yeah,
26, 27.
You only 50. Oh, okay.
yeah. Well, we know who wear the pants in the relationship now.
I think it's still her.
Absolutely.
We know
Them the
that.
kind she like. Them the kind she like. But I
Dwayne
think he
Wade
like. I
done
think he
disappointed
like
me
what she
so
like
much.
too.
D Wade done disappointed me so much. I'm just.
They be having them a good old time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really, I think that little girl, no, that's why she always giving her the side eye.
she
Because
is
that baby,
hilarious
she's always giving the side eye in every photo.
since birth. She is funny.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go to our main topics. This is something that Adrian wanted to discuss. He posed this question today. I'm not sure what kind of feedback he got, but should you live with someone before you get married?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Um,
you should.
I got a lot of mixed feedback.
Mhm.
Um, some people like, hey, I've been married for 20 years. We didn't live together before. We got married. We worked out. And then a lot of people definitely, yes, I need to know how you live on a day-to-day basis because when you come to visit me, it's like vacation time. um or we go on vacation, it's like vacation time. I need to know how you living on a day-to-day basis, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to see that just by visiting each other's house or even by just staying the night here and there. Like I need to
Mhm.
come and live with you for a while. So I mean the answers was all over the place when it came to it, but I will say a lot of people did say you need to live with each other, because I just need to know what I'm getting into before I get into it. So
I
um
definitely agree with that. I definitely agree. I think that you learn so much about a person once you live with them. Um, what and you learn a lot about yourself, what bothers you and what may not be normal to them. Like you grow up thinking that everybody lives this way, and now you live with somebody who put plates of food in the refrigerator without covering them, and that shit drives me crazy. I can't stand it.
Yeah, me either. Don't put no plate in my refrigerator, period. Put it in a
I can't
container with a lid
stand
on.
you to drink out juice out of a cup and put the cup back in the refrigerator. Drink the damn juice and throw it out. I can't live like this. This is confusion.
mm.
It drives me crazy. I can't do it.
So
Yeah, I agree.
one thing I would not do. So I definitely I agree. You should live with each other at some point to make sure that they the person that you want to be with, right? So I totally agree with that. But one thing, please, fellas, sisters, do not, and I repeat, I want to make sure everybody is listening to what I'm saying. Do not put both y'all names on that goddamn lease. Please don't. Because if you trying to get out that bitch, you might be stuck. And I'm speaking from experience. I was stuck because we both put our names on the lease, and so I couldn't break it. I couldn't move out. They wouldn't move out. So it's like, look, I can't pay for this place by myself. All right, well you move out. I'll take care of it. I'm not moving out. Okay, well I'm gonna move out. Well, you're gonna have to still give me half of the rent if you move out. So I gotta pay half of the rent and give me a whole nother place. Yep.
Uh,
Had to pretty much stay there. Well, actually, I rented a room from a friend till the lease was up
wow.
because I had to still give half of the rent.
That's crazy.
Do not Put both names on that lease, so that
No.
way you can walk away. Or if y'all that person not on the lease and it's on your name, they can go and get out, get on about their business. Do not put both y'all names on that lease, especially if y'all ain't never lived together before. You just want to make sure that it's all good and what you want to do. Whew, that was scarring for you, boy.
Oh my God.
I can't imagine.
Yeah. It's always been my shit. If ain't no ring, it's my shit. Sorry.
Hey man, hey, I learned that day.
Mm-mm.
I learned then.
I'm trying to remember. I don't even remember if when I was married if his name was on child. No. But what about the person that's like, I'm putting my name on this list because she ain't gonna just put me out. So you can just kick them out whenever you feel like it.
If she trying to put you out, it's probably best that you just go ahead and leave, or vice versa, vice versa, either one. Because I don't want to be anywhere that I'm not wanted, and I don't want to live with anybody that might want to just do extra shit to make my life miserable.
Right. So
we
yeah, they kick
y'all
you out.
know
I take that. I go find me another place and
we
be
talking
there.
about people who ain't all the way financially secure that could just go hop and go
Oh,
somewhere else.
Oh, okay,
okay, my bad.
Regular people, y'all. Regular folk.
okay.
They do that shit.
I
This shit
thought
happen all the time too.
I thought you were talking about petty shit, like I'm in the shower and I step out, you done move the bathroom rug because you want me to fall. Like,
Okay, yeah. Mm.
I mean, I guess that's something that you really need to think about whenever you move in with somebody. Because, like Adrian said, you could be stuck staying there till this lease is up, or
Mm.
until you get on your feet to do what you got to do.
Or you could be put out with nowhere to go. So you kind of stuck between the
Yeah,
hard place.
Mm.
Get your own shit.
right.
Hey man, I'm just saying.
Yeah. I just but I think that goes back to dating with intention. Don't just be dating just to date. If you, I mean, like, no, you stay your ass over there. I'm gonna stay my ass over here. When we decide we're gonna move together, we move together. And then we'll take it from there. But until then,
Mm.
I feel like people who like are have been in those relationships where they constantly living with somebody, like hopping from place to place, living with somebody, like I tell them, once you get your own place, even if it's not affordable at the time, you you will appreciate your peace so much that you're gonna do whatever it takes in order to keep that level of peace. Like, so if anything, to me, it motivates you to get your shit together.
Yes, God.
Mm.
Because in most instances, it is easier. I ain't gonna say easier, but like if women in my situation, I was young, I had a child, I didn't have like any like rental assistance or anything, but there were more avenues for to help me get my
Right.
own place. And
Exactly.
a lot of men don't have that.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, it is hard, but once you get that peace and you don't gotta listen to nobody.
Ooh, child. Listen. Mm-mm. Every time I go home, my grandma be like, "Well, you could have stayed." Oh no. I got a room. Mm-mm. Because when I'm done, I'm done. I'm going to my room, to my hotel room, and I don't have to deal with nobody. I'm good. I like my own space. That won't worry me to death. No. Well, I have a video.
Uh-oh. Hey, these infamous videos.
One of y'all sent it to me, so we're gonna play it. Since this conversation, for some reason, we cannot kill it, it won't go away. People are acting as if we like folks be making this shit up, like it don't really exist. I'm gonna play the video. We're gonna talk about it because for some reason, people keep acting like this shit don't exist. Freaking colorism. Goddamn colorism. Here we go. Let me get the video.
Believe in colorism, and do you feel like it's easier as a female rapper to like make it big when you're like of a lighter complexion?
believe in colorism. Colorism is very real. It's a very real thing, for sure. And it definitely is easier for, not to take away from anybody who is a light skinned rapper, but it's definitely easier for a woman with a lighter complexion to blow up quicker than a dark skinned woman, for sure.
But like, why do you feel like that? Because like, I be getting into it with people, right? I used to get made fun of at school because I wasn't black enough to try to cut my hair. Like, people be thinking that like light skinned girls don't go through colorism. We go through colorism just, I don't know if it's like as bad as like brown skin girls.
It's not colorism. It's not colorism. If you're light skinned, it's not colorism.
So what is it?
First off, that had absolutely nothing to do with what she was talking about. First off, I just want to throw that out there. What she was talking about was being afforded opportunity. She wasn't talking about being picked on because maybe you were different from everyone else. I mean, I think that we've seen that. I mean, yeah, some light skinned girls get their hair pulled to get, messed with. Yeah, but that's not what we talking about. Well, that's not what she was talking about. Is it harder to make it being a chocolate rapper as a female? Absolutely yes.
Right. It's proven. It's so much data behind it. It's like
Absolutely yes.
Just look at the videos.
So that's my thing. So not to discount, if she went through that or people, but that's not what she's talking about. She's not talking about if you grew up getting picked on. She's talking about, are you afforded, more opportunities, depending on your industry based off of your color? And we absolutely know that is a yes.
And that's why she commented, she said colorism versus bullying. Once you educate yourself, you understand that as a light-skinned little girl, you were bullied. Being light-skinned didn't actually affect your life, job, etc. Like,
if anything, you benefited from it.
Right.
If anything.
So
as a member of the light-skinned delegation all my life, I have always stood with, and I understand what she is talking about, but again, that wasn't due to colorism. When I moved to Gulfport, all my family lived in a different town, went to a different school, and for a long time, I was the only little girl that looked like me. But I never thought like, oh, those brown skinned girls don't like me. I was like, oh, those girls are weird. Like that's what I took it as, is like bullying. But I feel like conversations like that with her thinking that way, it really irks me so bad. Because how can you, at being a black person, you understand there's white privilege, right? So you understand that whenever you are have a lighter complexion, that people, I guess, you're more approachable than anybody else. Because whenever you see a light-skinned little girl, or whenever you see a light-skinned woman, the first thing you're not going to say, oh, she has an attitude, or oh, she isn't approachable, or oh, she's combative or difficult to deal with. You don't hear those things. But it'll be the same. You can take two women, same neighborhood, same everything, but if that woman is brown skinned, you're going to hear those things because she just so happens to be brown skinned. It's just so upsetting to me. I hate it so much.
Yeah, it was funny because I screenshot some of the conversation because if you're not familiar with Masika is a reality TV show girl. I think she has a baby with Fetty Wap, and she's light skinned. And she made a comment and said, reverse colorism 100% exists. Saying that it doesn't exist is actually proof that it does. So then the girl on the show, the dark skinned girl, responded. And she's like, I've gotten some nasty ass messages since the interview dropped. And all I did was point out that what I thought was the obvious. I stand by what I said about colorism still being a very real and prevalent issue. And there is no such thing as reverse colorism. So somebody in the comments gave the definition of colorism. The definition of colorism is prejudice or discrimination against individuals with dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group. Discussing it in the reverse is like changing the subject.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like whenever you have to know that it's a difference, because when white people approach you, or when people approach you, they're like, oh, are you mixed with something? Like they want to know, like they want to try to make it okay for them to be okay with you. Like you have to know it's something. And having that kind of mindset, it hurts more with for you to say that. It's just so ridiculous to me.
And to me being of the dark skin delegation, or my boyfriend say you ain't dark skin, you brown skin, whatever. To always constantly hear as if it's a compliment, oh, you're pretty for a dark skinned girl.
Yeah.
You know that's not that's kind of offensive.
Right.
As if the only way to be pretty is to be light skinned. Like that is insane to me. Like what? Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, but it be your own folks. It be your own folks.
It be your own people. And I've always been quick to call people out. Well, I ain't gonna say always, but like once I became like of age, like if a teenager, like 16, 17, 18, and dudes will say stupid shit like that to me. I'd be like, one time I needed to air my tire up at the gas station. And a dude was like, I'm only helping you because you light skinned. Nigga, that is weird as fuck. What? You know what? Don't worry about it. Somebody else gonna come through here. Like that is so weird to say to somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. Folks crazy. I don't know. But every music video, 98% of them, the lead girl is light skinned. I mean, it irritates me to no end because I'm in the industry. And I'm like, y'all act like it ain't no pretty dark skinned girls. What's the problem?
It just bothers me so much.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, but and on TV shows, most of the time the lead role is a light skinned girl.
So one thing I've always noticed, and I don't know if y'all ever noticed this, but now that I'm gonna point it out to you, I want y'all to think back. Like, how come, especially with Black people, right? The woman is typically always lighter than the man. So go ahead.
I was gonna say because if you think like typically on a large scale, that's normally normally dark skinned girls most women like dark skinned men, and most men like light skinned women.
You mean like and represented it like in the media or like TV and stuff?
Yeah, like I'm talking about movies, TV shows. Typically, if it's a man of color, the woman he's with is pretty much lighter than he is. Typically,
to make white people more comfortable, to fit in the European standard of beauty. Like they don't want to see a Black man on TV with a white woman. So what's to them, like it's a white producers like, oh, let's put a light-skinned woman in here to make the viewers feel more comfortable about it.
And the dark-skinned Black woman is such a powerful image. And they always want the woman to be like this docile, dainty, feminine. They don't look at dark-skinned women that way.
So like I even go as far as to like animals as well. Like if you watch The Lion King, you know, Simba's darker than Nyla and his dad Mufasa. Like even that, you watch Bambi, like Bambi's darker than the girl, I can't even remember her name, but just like even animals that you see, like the male is typically going to be darker and the woman is going to be lighter complected.
I mean, it's definitely done intentionally, I believe, because I mean, even if you look back further than that, like in black and white movies, Hattie McDaniel, like she would always play like, you know, a slave or someone like a housekeeper or something. And then you had women who were the color like Dorothy Dandridge, and they would get like the leading role. So it's been put in place that way for a long time. It's disgusting. And I was gonna say, I feel like what all Black women need to realize, especially like women like that, she wants to argue about reverse racism when really the white women that you see now in the media, the Kardashians and all of them, they are women who have picked apart Afrocentric features from Black women and put them on white women to make themselves look light skinned. Like they want to look like us.
Everything.
And like so now it's gotten to the point where you see Black women who we've always heard, Black don't crack our skin. We look younger than anybody else. But you see Black women getting lip fillers. You see them doing all these crazy things to their faces, and it's like we already look like that. They want to look like us. They want to look like us. And now
Now
you
they look like cartoon characters. I'm like,
now you want to look like you want to look the way they look, trying to look like us. It doesn't make any sense to me. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't get it. But that Hollywood bug, man, that I don't know, because it just ain't no way. Like, no. They look crazy. But if they actually went and I don't know, maybe they don't care. But if they went and researched Sarah Bartman and how they ushered her around the country as a spectacle and used her as a freaking circus image to show people how she had a big butt and big boobs, and she was like some museum figure for years. They just exploited her. It was just terrible. Like the stuff that women do now, they wouldn't even consider. They wouldn't even.
I think a lot of it, at least I know down here, like in my family, and I think a lot in the South, you have a lot of that stuff comes from the older generations. Like, why you got to wear your hair like that? Why your hair? You know, they want you to look a certain way. They always want your hair straight. They want, certain things done. When really, like, no, this is what we naturally look like. Like my hair, this is how my hair is. Like without me doing anything to it, this is what it is.
That's how my grandma be with my niece, and my niece has never had a relaxer. She hates her hair straight. She loves her big Afro puff ponytail, and my grandma like, "Why don't you straighten her hair?" My niece like, "No,
right.
I don't want my hair straight." Like, so yeah, they definitely force that. They are still into that pleasing the white people.
Yeah,
and they into that.
And them days are
over. Child, why?
I get so bothered by it. Like, even when it comes to like makeup brands, like once I started getting into makeup, like if they don't offer for every shade, like all of us, I'm not buying it. I can't rock with y'all.
Well, have me looking like I'm at the mortuary.
Right.
All right, so I got another video. Because this video has literally set our podcast Instagram page on fire. The folks is arguing in the comments. I don't even go back to the comments no more. The video got well over 100,000 views. I don't even go back over there no more. The notifications come in so fast, I don't even go over there. It's just crazy. I let them go and argue amongst themselves. But I don't think we even ever talked about the topic of the video. I just posted the video. I didn't know I was going to do that. So I wish we had some more people in here watching, because I really wanted to hear people's opinion about this topic, and maybe we'll bring it back next week. I don't know. But do you think that women get bailed out of making bad decisions more quickly and more often than men do? Let's watch the video.
When they make a bad decision, they have the consequence immediately, where women don't. We're bailed out of everything.
How are we bailed out of everything?
Okay. Every bad decision that you make, you're bailed out of. If you want to sleep around, there's birth control. If you get pregnant, you don't want to keep it, there's an abortion. If you get pregnant and you want to get married to the guy and leave and take half, you can do that. And you can do it under the guise of being happy. And, and society will accept you. And some simp will probably marry you after. And that, and then on top of that, if you're bad with your money, what are you going to do? You're going to go to a women's shelter, or the government will pay you. If you leave and you're a single mother and you're the 5th baby mama or whatever, you can also go to the government. They'll pay you. Oh, you can cheat. You're right. You can cheat. And if you cheat, what'll happen? Oh, people will ask you, well, why did she cheat? Da 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 da. Yeah.
That video has caused so much controversy on our page. It's insane. But Pearl always causes controversy. That's why she's banned from Instagram. Her 4th TikTok page has been banned. And I think she's been demonetized from YouTube again. I'm not sure. But
what's she on that talking about?
Stuff like that. She's a part of the manosphere, red pill world, kind of like the stuff that I like to talk about. Pretty much finally giving men a voice. And when women come together to try to destroy, the motherfuckers crazy. They coming in bad. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. So she let me see, that video on our page has, let me see how many views. It's going crazy, y'all. 166,000 views. Yeah, it's crazy. And it has 12,418 likes and 255 comments. They are going in on this damn video.
You posted that like 2 weeks ago?
How long ago did I post that? Let me see. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
December 15th.
I'm gonna say I think it's before the new year.
Yeah. And I didn't pay attention. I just posted. I'm like, I just post a video. But Pearl got over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. So, and she's like, I don't know what her dad does, but her dad is like some multi-millionaire dude. Like he's like part of the 1%. And I believe she lives in London or something. So when she had folks on her podcast, it's crazy. Yeah. So but the women in the comments, or particularly on our page, are like, this is bullshit, this ain't true, blah blah blah. Like they are going in the men, like y'all are delusional, y'all just don't want to hear it. So like I agree. I agree. Like women literally get bailed out of everything. Just like Drena, we were just talking earlier, and he was like, I mean, I could go get help with housing. Men can't do that. I mean, we can go to whatever place and get, if we need food stamps, if we need housing, if we need medical, if we need daycare, if we need help getting a job, anything, we can go literally get any kind of help we need. Women's shelters, like she said, there ain't no men's shelters.
Yeah, I mean, I think she put it clearly. So yeah, I mean, because when you think about it that deep, but I don't see, that's another thing, man. I don't feel like women really think about those things, and I think I kind of mentioned this, but this is what I was talking about. I don't think y'all really understood me when I was saying it. As far as, for women, things are totally different. It's because of this. Me and you could lay down, have sex, you get pregnant, and I'm like, look, I don't want us to have no baby, man. Like, this ain't gonna work out. Like, I don't see us being together. I know we probably should have protected ourselves, but hey, you know, just for the sake of the baby long term, I think that you shouldn't keep it. Yeah, I'm keeping it. I want to keep it. But we're not gonna be together, right? It don't matter. I'm still keeping it. And I have no choice. I have no say so because it's women's rights, women's body, all of that. And so now I have to pay you child support for the next 18 to 22 years of this child's life. Um, I have no say so in that unless I give up my rights, right? Unless we somehow agree that, you know what, you're okay with me giving up my rights to for the child, and you won't seek anything, and we sign papers. But other than that, like, you have the right to that. I can't have a child if I don't pay child support. I'm going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm losing my job. I'm losing my livelihood. All of those things is over. If you can't pay for the child, we're gonna set you up for you to be able to pay for the child, right?
That's why I think the solution to that, and it may seem extreme to other people, I don't care. I think the solution to that issue is every man should get a vasectomy and then get a reverse when it's time for them to want to have a baby.
I told somebody this earlier this week.
I do, because there's literally no other way. There's really no male birth control other than a condom, and then that's not 100%. So it's not like, I mean, unless you just not gonna have sex, go get a vasectomy and then go get the shit reversed when you want to have a baby. Because there's no other way to there's no other solution for it.
I saw some men that and they told me that if that was done, then the STD rate would skyrocket. But I was like, it's already skyrocketed.
Right. They not, Tom, you're right. He said it's true, and they know it. Men are held accountable in the same situations. Women are not only bailed out, but given excuses for. That is 100% true. 100% true.
Think about it. The first thing that you do if a man cheats on a woman, it's like, oh my God, he ain't shit. Da, 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 da. If a woman cheats on a man, what he do?
What he do?
What he do?
What he do?
You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
he do? It's never, because it has to be a reason for a woman to cheat. And the funny thing is, a man could have the same reason for cheating as a woman, and it's gonna be like, well, why you didn't leave? You should have left. People be like, girl, I get it. I don't know why you was dealing with that in the first place. It's not a girl, you should have left. I don't know why you stayed with him in the first place. You're not giving a woman the same, you know what I'm saying, talking that you giving a man. You should have left. You knew you didn't want to be with her no more. It's the same thing. You knew you didn't want to be with him no more. Why you didn't leave? Why you cheat? But it's justification. I mean, it's a double standard. I done told y'all many, many times. I'm not tripping on the double standards. I live by them accordingly. So if you call me a macho man or whatever the hell you want to call me, I don't give a fuck. Because society ain't going to tell me that there's not roles in my household, right? I don't give a fuck. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. I'm sorry, not sorry. Period.
Facts. I'm with you. Because I ain't taking that goddamn trash out. Sorry. I'm sorry. Listen. Nope. Yeah. And I mean, it's just unfortunate that for some, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't want there to be like this constant push and pull between men and women, but the facts are the facts. And the statistics is showing it. So if we go back to the conversation we had earlier about where I said normally in the normal like lifestyle, most of the time a man is living with a woman and the woman get mad, put him out. Why is that? Because men are like hindered a lot and they don't have a lot of opportunities early on to get like housing and stuff that women can get. So they're put in a position where they have to really dig out a hole to get on top. So it take them a little bit longer. And that's because women are being bailed out for making poor choices. So you like Pearl said in the video, a woman could be baby mama number 5 and she got a 5-6 bedroom house.
Yep.
And paying like $600 a month. If that.
Yo, let me tell you something. I could y'all know I worked with Social Security back in my day. So I literally seen this where I'm looking at a woman's, information and how much she makes. So at that time when I was working at Social Security, I think that for SSI, it was like 672 where I was at. So in the office, she got 672. She had 4 kids, right?
That's a month?
Yeah. But okay, let me finish. She got 4 kids, right? They all get 672 a month as well. All right, each. Okay, so you do the math. Now, so her light bill is regulated. So it could only be $50 a month. That's it. Of course, she's on SSI. So her rent is regulated, is like $75, right, a month. She get food stamps. Everything is pretty much straight. Right, taken care of. She coming in here with with the infamous Chrysler 300. You know what I mean? She fly head to toe. But I mean, when your bills is like 300 and you bringing in 300 a month and you bringing in 2600, then you living good because you don't have to pay for groceries because you get food stamps, all of that. You straight. And all her kids receive SSI. Why would she work?
Right.
Why would she ever work?
Mm.
Because she's not gonna have that type of, you know what I'm saying? If she worked, then what? I'm pretty sure she ain't got no skills. So what? Now she making 15, $16 an hour if she lucky, right? So now her food stamps will be reduced, right? Her rent's gonna go up, right? All of these things are gonna happen. Why would she work? And that's what
Don't
happens with a
have
lot
to.
of these people. They just
No,
stay
they
victim to the
stay.
system.
Yeah, they stay like, this what I'm getting. I'm good. I ain't gotta do nothing.
You have
Listen,
over $2,000 a month to do literally what you want to do with it.
and you have to be that type of person though, like to be okay with only like staying there forever.
Right.
Like that's your ceiling. That's as far as you're gonna go. You're not gonna get any more. Like that wasn't me. I had a baby when I was 18. I was on Section 8. I was getting help with everything. I had food stamps, WIC. I was getting help with daycare, everything. That wasn't it was something in me that just wouldn't let me sit there. I just couldn't do it. No, I got to figure something out. This ain't
Most
it.
people ain't trying to figure it out though, Didi. That's the problem.
Oh, I know. They don't care. They're like, give me
No.
my check.
Think about it, because it's like, first off, I think there should be a process to help you wean yourself off. I don't think just because you say you start working a job, right? Like you shouldn't just be cut off. It should be a process of lowering. And that's the scary part for people, because it's like, okay, you know what? I do kind of want to do better for myself, but I know as soon as I get this job, I'm cut off. What if I lose the job, in a month or two? Then I got to try to go through this whole process all over again. In their mind, it's just not worth it. And plus, when dollars don't make sense, it's like I don't have any skills, right? I barely graduated high school. The most I'm probably gonna make is about $14, $15 an hour. And I got these 4 kids. What that's
Mhm.
gonna do?
See, I don't know every state, but I know in Pennsylvania that is the thing, because you can only be on the system for a certain amount of time before you have to go. Like it's a system, it's a process that get you the job and education and all that stuff. So
Okay.
I don't know how other states are, but Pennsylvania is like that. Unless you have like some kind of disability or something like that, but you have to keep progressing. You can't just stay and we're just gonna keep giving you money. No.
I know whenever they started back after Katrina, when they started opening like, I guess giving out vouchers for Section 8 here, like there was a law that changed. Like if you don't work, you don't qualify unless you're disabled.
Which one?
I almost fell out this chair.
Which one?
Oh my God, Juan. You petty. He is so petty. Oh my God. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And that, what's crazy is that I don't know, I wish I could find this video where the
Oh Lord,
why? I'm gonna kick your ass. I wish I could find a video with the black woman on there on the podcast when the black guy asked her, do you feel like women think they're better, black women think they're better than black men? And she said yes. I'm like,
I wonder why do you remember what she said her reasoning was?
she said we're more educated, we got our shit together, like just naming all these things that wouldn't even be possible if they didn't have a leg up with the help that they've been getting. I'm like, really?
Interesting.
Listen.
Hey man.
I will always stand by the motto. I ain't better than nobody. Now, that's some shit I'm too good for, but I ain't better than nobody. Because one thing about them tables, they turn.
Oh yeah.
And so that's why, you know, I don't necessarily agree with this whole movement of, dudes, especially the uptick in black men, going overseas and finding love. But clearly, women outside of sisters is seeing some type of something in these men to want to be with them. I don't care what it is, but they definitely seeing the value in being with these men. At some point, you have to start taking and looking at each other and seeing the value in black women and seeing the value in black men.
I don't see
Um,
how a black woman cannot look at the most powerful being on the planet, the black man. Like, how do you not look at that and cherish it? And I don't get it. When I see a black man, I be like, golly,
it's the bitterness, man. You
what?
know, it's the bitterness, and society has told us that black men are worthless. Black men cheat more. Black men don't take care of their kids more. Like all of these things that when you really do the research is untrue. Let me tell
Right.
you something. Let me tell you something right now. Let me help you out to some game. Cause people swear that that others are so much greater. So
Mm,
my friends, right?
mm,
And I say this, same tax bracket, things like that. Let me tell you something. My other friends, when they had kids, guess what? They wasn't changing no fucking diapers. They wasn't putting their kids to sleep,
mm,
giving back. Like they pretty much let their wives take care of the child till they was about 5 or 6, and then that's when they step in and they start doing more, with the kids. They pretty much are just fun. That's it. As far as the day to day, they like, look, I'm not helping you. You handle this, right?
mm,
And I think that for some reason, I don't think they understand nor see that because black men, typically the ones I know anyways, are right there helping with changing the diapers,
mhm,
giving baths, all of that stuff. And I don't care what the tax bracket is. They typically are right there. Some of my counterparts, they'll tell you straight up, that ain't my job.
mm,
That's what she here for,
mm,
right? And they do it. Now, whether they are happy about it, they do it though. And it's like, look, man, y'all, I feel like black men get such a bad rap based off of society and what we have been spoon fed and told
mm,
about black men that it's just not fair. It's not fair. So at some point, we have to just come together, uplift each other, and
mhm,
realize, like, no, these are the people that's for us. Let's lift each other up. Let's lift my sister up. Let's look out for her. You know, let's look my brother up. Let's look out for him. Like we in this together. I don't know. We the only ones that seem to not really have that as a culture as a whole. You go to Indian women is not like that, right? You go to any other culture of women and they not talking about their men collectively the way, sisters talk about
mm,
brothers. It just don't happen. It
mm.
just don't happen.
Nope, nope. And it's like, like it's you talking down about a black man in the totality that you do speaks volumes about you.
Yeah.
I'm like, what men have you been around? Because you can't convince the media, so whoever, they can't convince me because of the men that I know. Like I have dated great men. My friends are great men. I know great men. So it's just like you can't tell me that everybody is just this horrible pool of men. Who do you know? Who
Yeah.
are you around? Because every black man that, first of all, I won't even affiliate with a black man that don't take care of his kids. Let's just start with that.
Mm-mm. Not
So
even
I
a
don't
little
know
bit.
them. I don't know them. Even
I
if they
think
related to me, I don't fool with them.
we're very strong on the generalization. And I don't know
Yes.
why.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Yeah. No, because ain't nobody around me, no black man, or every black man that I know are amazing dads. That's what they present and accounted for day to day, amazing hands-on dads. So I don't know where they're getting this stuff from. So y'all need to check y'all circle and check yourself. Because the men I know, they some pretty damn good men. And no, don't call me because I ain't hooking you up because you ain't shit. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And they
Uh,
all got money. Every guy that I know, they checking the boxes y'all talking about. They got to check off 6 figures and above. They got to be fine. They got to be in shape. They got all of them check all them boxes. All of them. So I don't know who y'all talking to.
yeah, it's a lot of guys out here. I don't, and that be the thing too. I be like, where you looking? Cause it's guys out here now, like
They
that
ain't looking
check
for them.
off your box.
Them guys ain't looking for them.
That's part of it. I ain't want to say that, cause that's a whole nother conversation for. That's a whole nother conversation. Because we know there's a little delusion that goes around of what
Child.
people think they want and deserve.
Like, how often do you hear a woman saying, how often do you hear a woman talking about what a man wants? They always say what they want.
I think that just goes to not only, typically how you raise, but I mean that's just society in a whole. It's all about, happy wife, happy life, right? It's all about that. It's not about, no, we both happy, we both have a happy life, right? Which makes the most sense, right? Um, but there's excuses. It, men aren't giving excuses for having a bad day and then coming home with an attitude.
Mm,
A woman can have that excuse as it being a rough day. I'm not feeling it. I'm not in the mood, you know, and it's okay. But
mhm.
men aren't given that same grace, you
Nope.
know. It's tough. Like I don't think people understand like what it is as far as trying to be a standing up, outstanding, stand tall man, 10 toes down, handle your business, what it takes, not only what it takes, but how society see you, especially as a black man, and the things that you have to go against daily that test your patience, right?
Mhm.
That test you who you are as a man, what you have to deal with. I don't think that our women truly understand until see it in a situation.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh, that's what they talking about. Huh.
Tom said that these same delusional women say they want men to be open and honest, but never accept it. And they say that we're lying when we're open and honest. Mm. First of all, women will never be able to handle the truth. Not a man's God's honest truth. No, we no no no
Mm-mm.
no 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 no. It's just I mean it's just not no. Mm-mm.
Even if we give you the truth, we got to figure out a way to say it.
Yeah,
We can't
yeah.
just be like, so what you think about this? Like we got to take the time, put our words together.
Ah!
Even if we go tell the truth, because you saying it in your head, nah, that ain't gonna work. She gonna take it
You
this way.
you gotta make her believe that it's her saying it and not you.
Yeah, and that's just a tactic that you learn, and you got to learn how to. So
What?
yeah,
Wait a minute, Juan. Now you ain't never getting married? That changed quickly.
Uh,
I'm gonna leave that alone.
one don't wanna get
I mean,
married.
I'm with you. I don't blame you because I listen. You know my list of things to do. Me, I'm good.
It's got to be the right person. I think that a lot of people see the whole marriage system. PTSD. Hey man,
I understand, Juan. I absolutely
hey,
understand. Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
hey.
Or
Well,
as
are you?
Ozene said, if it ain't broke, don't break it.
It ain't broke, then don't break it. Yeah, nah, it's tough. It's tough though. You gotta. It
That's
ain't
just
it
me
ain't for the
being
faint of
fire.
heart. It's work.
Ooh, child.
It's work. It's good, but it's work. You ain't gonna
It
be
make
able to
me
just
hurt.
cruise through life in a marriage, right? Like you gonna have to put some work in. So what you put in it is what you're gonna get out of it. You pick the right person, what you put in it. Let me say that. Let me back up. Skirt. I don't want people to miss that. You pick the right person, what you put in it is what you gonna get out of it.
That's a lot of work, man. I mean, a relationship is a lot of work. So marriage, oh my God. That just makes me sleepy thinking about it.
not
Oh,
sleepy.
too much.
Think about it. You married. If y'all mad at each other, where you going? You ain't
In the
going
other
nowhere, bitch.
room.
Where you going? That's about it.
On
But
the
I'm
couch.
saying, you know how you can get up and you know what? I'm gonna go to my crib. Like you do you, boo. I'll see you tomorrow or a couple days. Let you cool off. But yeah, you better cool off downstairs or
I
you
just
better.
don't, I don't think I want to see somebody every day.
It's cool.
Text you, send some pictures.
I mean, but I think that you learn how to give each other a little space too, where you kind of, I think when you've been living together, you also can sense like, okay, they want a little time to themselves, so I'm gonna go over here read a book, or I'm gonna go over here and do X, Y, and Z, or I'm gonna go to the gym now. You know what I'm saying? I think you start to kind of figure those things out. You know what I'm saying? To where you like, I get it. I'm gonna go for a walk. But yeah, but I think those picking up those things is key. Cause like you said, you in each other face. You, what you do? I couldn't stand people that couldn't understand that. Right? You sitting there, you quiet, you ain't talking. Right? You sitting there, you chilling. What you doing? Why you so quiet? I'm
Oh
just
no.
I'm just chilling. You
Mm-mm.
mad? No, I'm just chilling. Oh, you
Mm-mm.
mad? No, I'm just chilling. I'm just in my
Right.
thoughts. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Oh, you mad? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong.
No, no,
And
that
they
ain't gonna
keep
work.
asking you until now you're mad.
Because I'm ignorant, so I'm like, get out, get out.
Like I
Nope.
wasn't mad, but thank you, thank you, thank you.
But that's what you mean by when you find that person, they understand. Like, oh, he good. He just being quiet right now. I'm
Yeah, he's just
like, okay,
chilling. That's
okay.
just his personality.
Yeah,
Sometimes he on 100, sometimes he on 0.
yeah.
You start
Because
to
my boyfriend
decipher
doesn't
from that.
really talk at all. Like, seriously, he doesn't talk. Sometimes he'll talk, sometimes he don't. So we good. Like, I go over, I do stuff to him. He's quiet, but I know he likes it. So I just go jump on him, mess with him, play. I'm crazy. So he laugh a little bit, then he go back to doing. He just don't talk. People think something wrong with him. I'm like, he's just quiet. I love it. I love it. When he got
That's
something
funny.
to say, he gonna talk. Believe me, he gonna
It's
talk.
funny because I would never think that he quiet.
Super quiet.
I
Like when
would
it's
never
me and
think
him,
that.
he'll talk, but not a whole lot. If he got something to say, he's gonna get it out, and then he back to being quiet. He's a big time introvert. Big time.
Okay. I
Yeah.
would never think that.
Yeah. He don't talk a lot at all. So I go mess with him, but he don't talk a lot. People swear, I'm like, he's not gonna talk. You see a video, that's his, when he did that video, that's all the talking he did right then. Then he back to being quiet. When he go perform, that's all the talking he did, then he back to being quiet. He does not talk. He doesn't talk. Mm-mm.
Hey,
But when he's talking, it's very meaningful.
one, he talks to me.
He's typing to you. He's not talking. It's a difference. He's not talking. Mhm.
Okay, that's funny.
So we're gonna go to the topic of the podcast because listen, the comments that I got from this damn topic on my page. Oh Lord, I'll have to go back to it so I can read some of this shit. Lord. So, who lies more, men or women?
You saw what I said.
What did you say, Adrian?
I s- I said you should have asked who lies to themselves more, men or women. Uh,
Was it Chris
um,
Rock? Was it Chris Rock that said men lie the most, women tell the biggest lies?
Mm.
so
Oh, that's a
I,
good one.
yeah, and I like that, and I so that's I mean honestly that's why I said that. I think that men lie more because men typically keep lying. Once they lie, they keep lying.
You have to.
But it's so bad that you just like, bro, stop the cap. Like I just I feel like men snowball worse. Where and I think also because men give women more grace. So I feel like men lie because women are typically detectives. I think if men asked as many questions as women, then it would snowball as well. But men typically ask a question, and men don't do their homework before they ask. Women typically have their homework together before they ask.
Oh
So they
yeah, we
gonna
already
keep
know the answer.
right. You already know the answer. So you're gonna keep asking questions to be like, and in your mind, you like, this fool's so stupid. Like, I can't believe he think I'm falling for this. So you just keep letting him go with it. What guys typically like, where you been? Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, baby.
I absolutely think women lie more. I just think women are better at it.
I think women like what you
We get
said.
away
Women
with it.
have like with bigger lies. Yeah, I feel like you get away with it, and that's why I said it depends on the conversation, because I think men continuously lie in one conversation. I think that women will hit you with a lie, and it's just like most men just take it for what it is. Like, oh, okay.
Well, I'll say it because I'm an addict to these shows and stuff. I'll be watching because I do everything from home, so I had TV on. So they don't have paternity court for nothing. And when I tell you these women be lying, these women be lying.
So yeah, so like those are the big
course.
lies. Those are big lies. Those are like life-changing lies.
Well, because typically it's so funny because it always seemed like it's the man that you didn't want it to be is who it's who it always end up being. It's something about that no good for nothing dude sperm, right? Like
Mm.
it's potent and strong. And so it's like, nah, it ain't his, it's his. This guy gonna take care of my child. Even if we don't be together, he's
Uh-huh.
going to be a better father. It's his child. I don't want it to be his. So in your mind, over and over and over and over, you're going to keep telling yourself that it's his. That's just like the show Sisters. I don't know if it's Zach Baby, but she wanted to be Zach Baby so bad
Yes,
that
she
she
did.
gonna say it's Zach Baby
Yeah.
until it's proven otherwise. Instead
But
of saying,
even
you know
like,
what, I don't know, it's
but,
Zach's.
right. But even like the lies that got you to paternity court. Like women, you got to set up a whole situation to get to that. Like the things that women lie about, like women be lying.
Yeah, I'm seeing these women sleeping with 2 and 3 coworkers and all. You like what?
Oh,
Like, did y'all know y'all was all sleeping with her? Like, what? This is crazy. She had
did
y'all all going.
y'all see the video of the police officers
I just
sleeping
saw
with
that
the?
one. What?
I don't think men give grace more though. Women give grace to men, keep lies covered. I agree with that. I think women definitely give men more grace when it comes to lies and cheating.
Hold on. What I
Lies and
meant, I,
cheating
I
and
ain't gonna
all
say
that.
grace. I'm gonna say like men typically don't think women are lying as much. Now, I don't think you right. Men don't give women grace because if you lie to them and they find out, it's a wrap. Like, well, woman, it ain't a wrap. Typically, a man,
Right.
I'm done with you. So
Yeah,
you
we
right
gonna
on that,
stay.
but that's not. Yeah, that's what I meant though. Men typically, okay, baby.
Yeah,
You don't
men
really get
men
it.
turn a blind eye, or they just don't believe that it's happening. They don't,
Right.
like you said, they don't investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Like she ain't gonna do that, or they just take it for
Mm-hmm.
granted. Like she ain't doing that.
Right.
So that's why they get hit with the big lies, because they don't think it could ever really be happening. And plus, because they doing their own thing, they out there being scum, doing shit they ain't got no business doing. So they ain't got time to be worrying about what she doing, because we doing our own thing. Really,
Hey.
Juan?
Dang, one. You be whipped? I ain't know you be whipped like that, one.
Oh, I ain't gonna put your business out there, Juan. I ain't gonna do it to you.
Don't do it. We'll
I ain't
talk
gonna,
about it. We'll talk about it.
I ain't gonna do it to you.
Unless one want to put it out there for us, you know.
Look, you know why
Oh
to
God.
tell it. Why to tell it. Exactly. That is naive. That's exactly what it is. Men being naive. Men have more stupid lies. Women have more stupid reasoning for their lies. Women will try to justify their lies, honey.
Mm-hmm.
All day.
Mm-hmm. All
All
the
day.
time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you wasn't doing this, so you had a little baby with somebody else?
Because I was working and trying to put food on the table. You wasn't spending time with me. I was working 12-hour shifts. You knew that. I asked you, if you was okay with that because we needed to make a buffer for our safety net, and you was cool with it. Now I'm not spending time with you, huh?
Mm.
I saw that somewhere. That's why I'm able to say it like I did. I saw
So
that on some show.
I'm
One
gonna
of them
read some of
paternity
the
shows or whatever.
I'm gonna read some of the comments from when I posted the question. Dion said, I think it's equal. Women just lie better and for better reasons. Men just lie.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? For better reasons. For better reasons. For better reasons not to get caught. Okay, keep going.
My cousin said, Safu said, men just get caught more. Women will stick to their story no matter what.
That is true because women, like, it's the age-old joke, like how women and they homegirls, like, your homegirl don't even have to tell you what happened. She don't got to set the lie up for you. But if you in a situation and you start getting questioned, like, you gonna follow the lead.
Yeah. Yeah. So William said both. Women just don't change patterns. You know how many combos I've had to lay there quietly, meaning like she on the phone with her dude, and he laying right there. He got to be quiet until she got the phone.
Yeah.
Women lying to men is different. They just lying. Jesus. Yeah. So wait a minute. I gotta go to the actual podcast page to get the other ones. Hold on. Let me see. This one says, what happened to it? Child, she didn't wrote a whole dissertation, child. She says, honestly, I think it's about the same. Me personally, I lied to my ex for about a whole month. Told him I was working overtime, and the whole time I was out looking for another apartment to move because the relationship was toxic. Now, him, on the other hand, he was lying, and I knew. I just didn't care. But he was lying. He was lying to cheat. So, I mean, I had my reasons, but mine were for my safety. His was for pleasure. So it's both equally for me, just different reasons for lying to him. Okay. All righty then.
Justification for lying. Okay, like we said.
Women will justify a lie. Look, she's an age, weight, and said that we're conditioned to do it.
I feel like
that was TMI. I agree.
I feel like men's lies are like just stupid, and I feel like women, the lies are more deceitful. Like the stuff that men lie about be dumb as hell. Like it just be stupid. Like you really expect me to believe. But I feel like women, they lie to like cover something up. I mean, that's what a lie is, but you get what I'm saying? Like it's more, like I said, they tell like life-changing lies. Not
women
just
tell lies that are just devastating.
Yeah.
Cause I know men that lie. Just like, I mean, okay, say you hanging out with your boys, and it's one of your boys show up that your girl don't like. He won't say that cat was there. Like he'll lie about if like, hey, was such and such there? Nah, he wasn't there. And then of course, y'all all hanging out, and it come out like, yeah, bro, remember we went out to eat last week?
So that's what I mean. Like that is a stupid lie because like it's gonna come out.
Why?
Stupid, right? Super stupid, and it like, bro, what you lie about that for? But because he didn't want to hear her mouth about Buddy showing up, so instead of him saying, you know what, he was there, he like, look, I don't even feel like hearing her mouth. So he told her, nah, he wasn't there. Stuff like that.
Juan, are you bragging?
What?
Juan said he got 2 sets of kids the same age. He still didn't lie.
So they knew about each other.
Okay.
2.
Well, let me find out you slinging that thing.
It don't sound like you. It don't sound like you too. Whipped Juan.
Oh, he no. This back in the day. He whipped now. Oh, he was. Well, let me take that back. Let me start telling that man.
Uh-oh. 1.
Ooh, child. I mean, even with that, like it is what it is. That's the universal shit. What you mean? I mean, them kids old now. Shit, it don't even matter now.
2 sets.
Child,
So he said twice. He got 4
how old
kids.
are the
There's
kids,
2
Juan?
kids around the same age on 2 sets. Okay.
Or is it these two the same age
Right,
with
and then
these,
another
and
set
these
is the
two
same
the
age.
same age with these two?
So you got 2 kids the same age, and then another 2 the same age, right there on top of each other. Ghetto
Yeah, them kids,
twins.
oh, them kids, most, I think all Juan kids might be, I think they've all graduated high school, maybe. I'm not sure.
What they call it? Ghetto twins. What they call it? Hood twins.
No, good boy, Irish twins.
Irish twins.
Oh, that's what they
Oh
call
no,
it. Irish
oh no,
twins.
Ghetto
Irish
twins.
twins. No, Irish twins is when they born like 11 months apart.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Take me for who I am.
Or have nothing.
Have nothing is my motto. It is hood twins. Juan, back then they didn't want you. Now they all on you. Hey, see, one set is 18, one set is 22.
Wow.
Now that boy balling. Yeah. Child.
Okay.
Yeah, his kid's grown.
2 sets. One wasn't playing no games back in the
And
day.
Juan got plenty money. He got plenty money. He got plenty.
22-18.
I understand when you get the D. But that's only how many kids you got, Juan? Because it's more than them.
What? Stop the cap. One ain't got no more than that.
Yeah, you do.
No, he don't.
Juan, how many kids you got?
Juan, you better not say like 7 or 8. You better not get on here and say by 7 or 8, Juan. Come on now. Don't do it.
I forgot. Wait a minute. Is it 4? Is it 4? I thought it was more than 4 now.
That's all he got. They just, it was just 2 years he was doing his thing. Them 2 years he was.
It's more than that. He got 5. I knew he had more than 4.
Okay, one more. All right. So you cleaned it up. He cleaned it up. Woo, 28.
His oldest is 28. Yeah, I'm
Jesus
saying,
Christ,
he got
Juan.
5.
How old are you, Juan?
How old is one?
He's older than me.
He older than you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just, you say 28.
My daughter 26.
I just be forgetting I started so late, man. I just
You just be forgetting because I'm fine, boy.
you go.
Yeah, the black really don't be cracking for certain people.
See, Juan 47.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense.
And Juan don't look nowhere near 47.
I didn't think he was that old. No, not at all. I would have never said he was
Right,
47.
Juan, let him know. We from the same area. Oh man. Okay. Listen, y'all. So Drena got a story to tell, and we're gonna let Drena tell a story because we need y'all to chime in
Yes, it
to
does.
let us
Black
know.
cracks.
She
What?
said it does. Some black do crack now,
Where you from?
but
Some
mine
people.
don't. But Drena,
Maureen?
we need you to tell the people what had happened to you. And I don't even know the answer to this question, but is there any way to come back after somebody ghosts you? Drena, what happened? What happened, Drena?
So recently, I got back on a dating app and I swiped right on the guy. And we were just conversing, and then I guess probably about 3 or 4 weeks in, he asked me for my phone number. And for whatever reason, I didn't give it to him. But then a few days later, he asked what my hair looked like now. And I said, well, just give me your number and I'll text it to you. I'm notorious for not saving people's phone numbers in my phone. Like, I'll have to search through numbers, like read through messages, like, oh, that's who this person is. But anyway, so I plugged his number in and I start looking back and I'm like, oh, me and this guy were texting before. And it was during 2020, like March, April of 2020. Basically when the world was shutting down. So I tell him, oh, it looks like we matched before. And he said, why do you say that? And I was like, because I see our messages. And he was like, well, what happened? I was like, oh, I don't know. It looks like you sent a message and I didn't respond back. And that was just the end of it. And he was like, so you ghosted me. And I was like, yeah, it looks like I may have ghosted you. And he was like, well, why? Why'd you stop talking? And I was like, I really don't know why. Looking at the conversation, there was no indication like we didn't argue about anything. I don't see anything wrong. It just like looks like I just stopped responding. And so I said, I apologize for ghosting you. Like, I really don't know what happened, but I am sorry. And he was like, oh, okay. And he was like, we good. And I was like, okay. So then I go, well, what have you been doing the last 2 years? Oh, no. He said, why? What happened? I said, well, it was 2020. And he was like, well, what happened in 2020? I was like, the world shut down. And he's like, that can't be the reason why you stopped talking to me. And I was like, I really don't know. Again, I apologize. I'm sorry. So then he was like, okay, we're good. And then I was like, so what have you been doing the last 2 years? And that was, I don't know, Thursday or Friday. That was Thursday or Friday. So because I knew we were talking about it tonight, I was like, let me see if he'll let me double text because he didn't respond to the last message. So I wrote him and was like, good morning. And that was like at 9:00. He responded good morning at like 1.
He don't fool with you.
At 1:00 today. And I said, what did I say? Did I say something like to upset you? And he like another hour went by. He was like, no. And I said, okay. It just seemed like communication died down once I told you about us texting previously. And he was like, no, we good. And like, that was it.
I will never text his ass again.
I'm not, but I'm like, I apologize. And he didn't remember. He didn't remember me either.
Why you even tell him?
Because I didn't think it was that big of a
slow.
deal. I didn't think it was that big. I did not think it was that big of a deal.
How you not think it was a big of a deal that you stopped texting somebody?
Drena, first off, you should have read it first. And then if it didn't make sense, then I just would have kept it to myself. Because you want to know what he's thinking? He think you stopped talking to him because you were talking to somebody else. That's the only thing in a man's mind that he's going to think that's the reason why you stopped talking or cut him off, because you were entertaining somebody else and you really wanted to see what that was about, unless something happened that you can explain. But clearly you can't explain that. So he like, clearly she was talking to somebody else.
It was 2020, Adrian. The world was shutting down, like literally.
Drena.
March and April.
That would have been more reason for you to talk to him.
Exactly. So Drena, was you dating somebody else in 2020?
No, I wasn't.
Drena, stop the cap, Drena.
I promise. I don't have any idea.
So
like I'll screenshot and send it to y'all.
Did you talk to him on the phone ever, like an actual phone?
No, it was just through text messages. We never met up, like nothing.
So you ain't date nobody in 2020 that had your
no.
Nobody had your attention in 2020.
No, it was the pandemic.
Stop saying the pandemic. They ain't got nothing to do.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute, but this might make a little bit of sense. So when y'all started texting, how soon after that did the pandemic happen?
It was like right. Hold on, let me see. It was the first time he texted me was March 9th, 2020. Mm-hmm. And it went all the way until April.
Come on, I tried to save you. I was gonna say if it was like the same, like it was in March, because like that was so uncertain that you probably didn't even think about. Like I don't even know this guy, so I'm not even.
She kept entertaining him. Didi.
The last time was April 14th.
Somebody else had her attention.
I tried to say.
No, they didn't.
Somebody else had your attention.
Why would you stop texting somebody? Like you in the house, you can't go nowhere. Right. That's like entertainment. I would have been like, I got somebody.
So what you doing? Right. What you doing?
I don't know. I really can't answer why. I don't know.
Got them lined up.
Right.
I did not have them lined up. It was the pandemic.
No, I don't care about no pandemic. you act like you was in the house for 8 months, like where you didn't go do absolutely nothing. You didn't go to no grocery stores. You ain't do nothing. You was in the house for probably about a month and a half, 2 months. Then you start getting outside. You in Mississippi. Don't play me. I know. You wasn't like everywhere else. You in the South. Mississippi was lit up like Georgia and Florida. You was outside right after.
In South Carolina.
I was not talking. I wasn't talking to anybody else. I don't know. I mean,
there's something wrong to you, or you ain't like something. I don't know.
So,
that's weird.
Okay, so the last thing he said was before we started back. He said, "Do you get offended easy?" I said no. He sent me like a diagram of like all these different sex positions, and then he said, "Good. I don't want to get blocked." And he was like, "Pick 4." And I maybe that's what it was. But like I didn't respond back after that.
That wouldn't be the reason.
But I mean, I didn't. I can't say that was the reason, but like that was the last time we text. I don't remember this man at all. He didn't remember me either, and that's why I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
If some man that I don't even have like that kind of rapport with sent me a diagram of sex positions, that would be a reason for me to stop responding to him.
Right. And that may be what happened. But I don't remember the exact reason because I didn't respond to it.
That's why. Who will respond? Like y'all not. Like, that's weird.
What you should have done was saying like, "I'm not offended easy, but we ain't there yet, homie. So you can keep this boundaries." And
being offended and sending something inappropriate like that is so off.
Right. It's like, bro, like I'm not offended, but I'm not there. So and what could have probably happened is he might have, man, look, Drena, you know why the hell you stopped talking to this? Why we entertaining this? Why are we entertaining Drena? This is what we talking about. Them lies. These are the lies. These are the lies.
I'm not lying.
Hey, Juan, what you think? You know what I'm saying? Is she lying? Maureen, is she lying? This is what I'm talking about. You know why you stopped talking to this dude. You went back and read them messages talking about the pandemic happened. It ain't got nothing to do with no pandemic. You was bored. You was inside. You wasn't going out. You wasn't out them doors. You needed somebody to talk to. So either A, you was talking to somebody else, or B, he pissed you off and you wanted to move on. Next.
I don't know why, but I just sent y'all the last messages before that.
I would have never responded to that shit. He would have got blocked.
So I didn't respond, but again, I didn't think it was that big of a deal because he didn't remember me either. Shut up, Juan.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like Drena won't own up to it. He offended me. I didn't like it, so I stopped talking to him.
I didn't get a chart.
I didn't get offended. If anything, I probably was like, "This is stupid," and I just didn't respond back. But I really don't I don't recall.
I mean, I don't see how like that would not have been the reason why you wouldn't be talking to me anymore. Like that would be the reason.
That may be the reason why I didn't respond back to him.
Who the hell sends some shit like that and say pick 4 positions? What?
People are strange.
So you need a tutorial? The hell? When we get together, we'll figure out the positions. I don't need to tell you ahead of time what positions I like. We gonna get there.
So yeah. I don't think that you can come back up. I don't think you can come back after ghosting somebody because he feels some type of way.
He is hurt.
Why? He did not remember me. If I would have never brought it up, that would have been me lying. That would have been me being deceitful.
Y'all some serious daters. I can tell y'all that. Because if y'all had these type of conversations for a month, y'all was texting back and forth for a month. Y'all don't remember.
I never brought sex up to him.
I didn't say nothing about sex. I just said y'all was texting. I said y'all was texting. Period. Just period. Y'all was texting for like a month. Yeah. And y'all don't remember each other? Right. This was 2022. This wasn't 99, 2001. Like this was 2 years ago. Like, are you that much of a serial dater?
No.
Stop the cap. Like, let's get to the truth.
Yes, it is. Go for it. I'm not. The dating scene down here is like what? Like you ain't dating nobody.
Where he from?
Do you want me to say it
Don't
on
know
air?
that.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about say it on air or
You ain't gotta
afterwards?
say his name, but you can say where he from.
I think he graduated with you.
Oh shit.
And that's another thing. I don't even know him. Like what year were you, Adrian?
Oh,
He was 01.
Yeah. 01. Oh man. You got brothers?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, I don't.
You know this. Yeah.
He never gave me his last name.
And he sent you a trying to sex position. You don't even know what the man's last name. He out of order.
Oh my God.
He gets out of order.
What are we talking about? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we talking about? I ask you some questions afterwards.
How do we get? See, this is right here is the reason why social media get people in trouble. Because he got that damn chart off social media and thought it was cute. He done sent that to all the other women he done connected with on that dating app. And he was trying to figure out what response he was gonna get from you.
So yeah.
It's so piss poor. See, because I'm ignorant. I'm like, which position's your mama like? Don't send me no shit like that. And I don't even know your last name. Niggas.
Okay.
Anyway. So what y'all got going on for the week other than ghosting people?
We're gonna call Drena Stop the Cap. Stop the cap. Oh man. Same old for me, man. You know, just working, and getting some things lined up. You know what I'm saying? Got some things in the works. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of the stuff I'll tell y'all at offline. It ain't, because it's one of them things that's just not ready to be quite released yet. So work some details out.
Details. What you got going on, Dreen?
I'm working on Mardi Gras orders for like second line umbrellas every year. People hit me up about ordering them last minute. Like the second line umbrellas.
They be on the second line dancing.
Yeah.
Oh. Them. Okay, you be making them?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to Mardi Gras one of these years.
Okay. So I have a few orders because they have the first Mardi Gras, the first like Black people Mardi Gras ball this weekend. So I have a few orders to get out for that. And yeah, just preparing for my mom's birthday party coming up soon.
They still be shooting at the Pass Parade?
I stopped going to the Pass Parade actually because I started going to the second line of Mardi Gras brunch. It's on the day of the parade.
Okay.
But not since the last time. It's been a few years since somebody shot at it.
Oh, Lord.
No, Didi, that question, I mean, that ain't come out of nowhere now.
Like, oh, God, they shooting. Lord Jesus.
And it's really so bad in New Orleans this year that I don't even know if I'm going. Like, it is so bad. So bad. Like, they walking up. It used to be like the further uptown you went, further like down St. Charles, you were good. Them folks is robbing everybody.
That's terrible. My Charles Barkley boys, that's terrible. Terrible. Right.
Didi, what you got going on? Oh, I know what you got going on. Tell everybody else what you got going on.
I got a video. Oh. My winter coat drive is coming up. Saturday, January 14th. Come out. support. Yeah. So got my winter coat drive. Listen, y'all, I'm not tell y'all the support from my community has been insane. Insane. I think we got over 100 and something coats, over 100 and something gloves and hats. We got school supply kits. Of course, we got the hot meal. She went and got all the stuff last night. So the meal, everything is set up and ready to go. We got our DJ, we got our host, we got security, we got everything. We ready to go. I'll be home Friday. I'll be boots on the ground. I'll be out going door to door handing out flyers just to make sure we got everybody notified that may not be on social media. I'm knocking on doors, putting flyers on doors, whatever, shaking hands, kissing babies, whatever you want to call it. So I'll be out there ready to get the show on the road on Saturday. We got the games for the kids. We're giving away a laptop, flat screen TV, gift cards. Of course, the coats, the gloves, the hats, the food, everything. So please come out. If you know people in Bristol, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Trenton, New Jersey, Willingboro, New Jersey, surrounding areas, people in need, please come out. Bring the kids. We're going to have fun. We got games. We got giveaways. We're just going to have fun, network, socialize, just have a good time. Good, fun, safe family time event. And, give out some good stuff. And I really appreciate my team that has really come together and helped me because I'm not there. They have been helping me put things together from afar and making sure everything is in order. Y'all are amazing. Lachey Anderson, that's my point of contact for my donation location for her daycare center, Candyland Academy. That's where all the donations have been going to. Monique Cooper from Mo Better Meals. She's the one who's catering the entire event. She's cooking all the food. She has her team coming to set up to serve the food and cook the food. Shout out to her. My whole entire volunteer team, Ramona Gaines, she's my host. DJ Tommy, he's my DJ. My security team, like I'm so excited. I can't wait to see y'all on Saturday. My hometown is amazing, and I can't wait to get there. Also, if you don't know, my artist, Money Train, just signed a distribution deal with Authentic Empire out of Atlanta, Georgia. Boom Man is the CEO. If you don't know about him, look him up. It's an amazing opportunity for him to get his music on bigger platforms, out to the masses, and on a larger scale, and for people to actually get to know who he is worldwide. So we're excited about that. I'm so proud of him for never giving up and continuing to push. People just really know who he is and appreciating his music. It's way ahead of his time. I think that's probably the issue because he's just way ahead of his time. So he's getting out there. He has a challenge right now on TikTok. If you haven't joined the challenge, go and join the challenge on TikTok. It's called Ride the Train. It's blowing up. It has almost like 150,000 views right now. It's going crazy. They out there killing the dance. We appreciate the support. Y'all go out there. We got the single coming out. Ride the Train will be out on February 2nd on his birthday. We'll have a single release party for his birthday. It'll probably have a feature on it. I think Fetty P. Franklin, I think is his name. Check his music out. A great South Carolina artist. So, I just want to give a special shout out to Anthony Hamilton. If not for Anthony Hamilton, for giving him the opportunity, for getting on the song Down, opening that door for him, that literally blew the doors open for him. People are taking him seriously and they are really respecting him now. So shout out to Ant for just being a man of his word and doing his thing and supporting my artists. So y'all go check out Money Train on all platforms. Wherever you're at, Apple, iTunes, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, go check him out, download, stream, whatever. Let's run these numbers up, y'all, and show them that he really is serious about his craft. We appreciate everybody in the comments tonight, y'all. We love when y'all come in and engage in a conversation with us and talk back to us and let us know what your opinions are. Please share this. If you're on Facebook, share the live. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Let your friends know to go subscribe to the channel. Run these numbers up. Instagram, all platforms, the Breaking Barriers podcast. If you have any topics you want to talk about, you see the numbers scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You can text that number, or you could DM or inbox any of our social media platforms. Let us know what you want to talk about. If you want to come on the show as a guest co-host, let us know. We'd love to have you come on and talk Let us know what your opinion is on any of the topics. We love guest co-hosts. Let us know what you want to talk about. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we will see y'all next Tuesday. Peace out, y'all.